Welcome back to Newsday. Thank you for staying with us. The House of Representatives Committee on Solid Minerals says it's proposing 5% of revenues on solid minerals to host communities. The chairman of the committee, that's Jonathan Gaza, disclosed this on Monday at a public policy dialogue on Nigeria's minerals and mining legislation organized by the committee at the National Assembly Complex in Abuja. According to Gaza, the Nigerian Minerals and Mining Act being considered would give 5% of the total revenue of all minerals mined to the host communities. Arise News analyst Dayo Sobowale joins us now to discuss the proposal by the House of Representatives to concede 5% derivation fund to mining host communities and how to ensure the effective utilization of such funds. Good afternoon, Mr. Sobowale. Thank you for being here.
It's a pleasure of being here, as usual.
Of course, great to have you as always. Now, I'm just wondering, how exactly would you like to see this 5% derivation, calculated and distributed to benefit host communities equitably?
Yes, very, very optimistic assessment. But it is like jumping the gun. See, when they say you are counting your chickens before they are hatched. Where is the environment to use the derivation? Where is the environment? The the mining sector is in turmoil, literally. And people are making money from it. The government is not making from it. The states cannot monitor or control it because it is not within their purview in terms of distribution of political power. It's within the purview of the federal government. You see, insecurity is an issue dogging that industry. And those who operate from it and who make profit from it will want it to subsist like that. But then government has put in place a Ministry of Solid Minerals. It's not the first time. There was a former Minister of Solid Minerals. But you see, the issue driving the mining industry is artisanal mining, whereby local miners and investors come in into areas that even the inhabitants don't know that they have such things there. But they have done geological surveys. They know where the minerals are, gold and all that. And invariably, you see, the local communities participate surreptitiously in it. Farmers, when their farms are destroyed, you get me now, their children go to work for this so-called illicit mining establishment in their midst. They're all over the place. They make a lot of money in Zamfara. In fact, right now, the problems happening in some areas in the southwest have been attributed to people fleeing Zamfara and coming down south. You see, this is an industry that is being kept under the radar from government, and people have made a lot of money from it. Even now, the Chinese are involved. You see, all over West Africa, you have jihadists operating. They fill the vacuum created in terms of security by the local government or even the state government. And at times, the people cooperate with them to mine it and get their money. And then things got wild and really violent when they had rumors that they were going to ban illegal mining. But I think government is trying to assure them that it is not going to ban it in Osun State, in Kogi State, in the north, that it wants them to have license to mine. But not many people have the formal face to come out and get the form and say they want to register. So the mining goes on under poor supervision, under poor security. So for a legislator to come now and be dreaming of distributing the largest of mining when in fact there is no security in the area, and they need to codify the laws that they need to make. They need to know the sort of people who are there. On my own is that they should not ban it, because it will escalate the violence and to throw the local people into unemployment, because somehow, because of the neglect of government, they have something to live on. even from the legal mining. So it's, to me, the legislation is welcome, but it is like jumping the gun. Let them secure the vicinity. Let them sanitize the industry. Let them know the form of entry. You can have it with the industry and control the industry. Then we can go on to more civilized methods of distributing derivations.
I completely agree with you, Mr. Sobowale. While you were speaking, we were looking at the images of, some of these mining activities, and you can see that this is not mechanized mining in any. This is not what we would call mining. This is very small scale and informal. I mean, this is not mining. But
unlike that in South Africa. Or even in Jaws before.
Exactly. We know what mining looks like, and we haven't reached that stage. However, part of this legislation is about creating an agency, Mines Inspection and Environmental Agency. However, we already have Mineral Resources and Environmental Management Committee, MIREMCO, who they are saying is not well funded, is not organized. So they now want to create an agency that they say will have offices in every state, to try and sanitize mining activities. Is the creation of an agency the answer? Do you think this is a step in the right direction, or because we have MIREMCO, why are we not empowering MIREMCO to go in and do what they need to do before creating another agency on the side that will now still need more funds to go and duplicate efforts? Or do you think we need more of these regulatory authorities?
Those are administrative issues, and like I said, they are jumping the gun. Let them secure the industry, secure the environment. Like I will repeat myself, register the participants. See, if you want to enter an industry, there are certain standards you must fulfill before you are allowed in. Have you qualified for such standards? And then let the security forces sort out the legal migrants in our midst, in that industry. And monitor the Chinese, especially, because you are talking of gold, you are talking of bauxite, you are talking of diamond. These are very lucrative minerals, and these people have connection with government. If they don't have connection, there have been stories of places where at night they do the mining at night under heavy security guard. Get me? They can't be normal security people. You have security outfits all over Nigeria. And they say when these people try to peep and things like that, they molest them, kill their husband, rape their wives, and so on, and make away. They are trying to inflict such violence on people such that they will not come near them. So when they send security people there to interview the indigenes, they did not talk, they did not give information, because they know when the non-formal people have gone, these people will come at night and beat the daylight out of them. So it is a matter of security. The administrative, the rules have always been there, you get me, on mining. But we forgot about everything once oil came on board. Once oil came on board. And you see what is happening in the middle belt. It's unconnected. It's not unconnected with what we are talking about. Driving people away from their farmlands, driving people away from their vicinity. I've seen them in the displaced persons camp, so that they can go mining undeterred. It's not limited to this place. It's from Burkina Faso, Mali, all over. And you see, you can't discuss this thing without talking of the movement of the Salafist Islamic Jihad. It's all over. It's Wahhabism. You have the equivalent in Nigeria, and they are quite powerful. They are involved. You get me? That's why some people are saying, while we were talking about farmer-hard conflict, the real conflict was illegal miners and bandits creating unrest so that they can carry on illegal trade in mining. It is lucrative. It's almost like oil in such vicinity. Government should monitor it and sanitize the industry. The laws are there. Apply the laws. Let them apply. They have not been applied as sincerely as they should have been. Let them apply it. Sanitize the industry. Not ban I am not for banning it. I'm for sanitizing it because people eke out a living from that industry.
Also, Mr. Sobowale, sanitize, don't ban. So if all these things are put in place, like you've rightly outlined, how do you think this will affect mining companies and their obligations for community development and environmental remediation?
What does that mean? What they need to do, they are talking of corporate social responsibility now. It depends on the type of leadership they have. If they have Shylocks who want to make on the profit and run away, they will take the money and go away. But if they are humane people who are grateful to the environment from which they are making profit, they will plow something back. That will make life better for people. But then, see, the calamity has been done already. The farmlands have been laid waste. Nobody's in the farmlands. The farmers are not earning a living. You get me? And the government is trying to ban illegal. You see, it is when the elephants fight, it is the ground that suffers. It is the people of the vicinity where the money is coming off who are in sincere trouble, real trouble. And you may not believe it, they are very near us. In Ilesha, Osun State, they have mining fields. And for generations, you see, in Ondo State, they just arrested an Obadiah for giving cover to illegal miners. Because
Oyo State has complained as well.
It is lucrative. It is an informal industry. In Nigeria, the informal industry, whether you like it or not, contributes substantially to all over. See, the statistics of the financial formal industry, they are there. Exactly, but they never ever are able to aggregate the statistics of the informal industry. You get me? Because it's not recognized. It's not formal. They will say it is illegal, but it's not recognized. But it is there. But for that informal industry, most Nigerian families would have perished.
So,
yes.
Given this highly informal nature of it, just in 30 seconds, Mr. Sobowale, is there any way for host communities to benefit?
A lot.
Sorry,
They are already benefiting informally, surreptitiously, like I said before, because it is almost an illegal business. But their children participate in it. Where do the miners get the labor to use to do the quick labor? That's why I said it's an informal, almost illicit economy, but it sustains some families. It should not be banned outright. It should be sanitized and legalized.
Also, thank you so much, yes. Mr. Sobowale. We always appreciate your insight and analysis. Thank you.